Danganronpa.
Okay, sorry. I was happily enjoying a Kit Kat first. So, oh well. Alright, need to get through Young. Needed to try to reach the, investigation part of the second day so I can do the investigation Friday. How are you, Young? And we have Crazy Toko here. Toko, what's the matter?
What's your problem?
Why are you so surprised? Am I really that annoying? Well, I already know that I'm annoying. Came here knowing that, so that makes it okay. No, you're not annoying. I was just wondering what was going on. I have a favor to ask. I want you to go Or could go somewhere with me. And where is it you want to go? Well, the library. I'm glad to hear that you are doing well. I am doing alright. I wish I slept in some more, but oh well. Had a little fun, attempted to make a moisturizing body butter bar? I guess you could call it. A moisturizing bar, body butter bar, something like that. It's a little bit too hot in Texas though, so it's a little bit like... It's holding its shape, but like, it melts a little more easily than I want it to. Evening, a good start. Indeed. Hold on, I'm just gonna take the little body butter bar out and just see how it's doing. Yeah, a little bit melty. About what I expected. I'll have to experiment some more to make something that's Texas proof. Lured into the library with a girl. I've seen videos about how this ends. With brutal murder? Strudel the pervert, you're the one filming him. Like, I don't know, I'm just sitting here and I'm just like, the only thoughts I have in my mind is, she's trying to lure me out to kill me, isn't she? Okay, but in this particular situation, I think it's much more likely that I'm being lured out to be murdered. Don't let him kid you. Oh yeah, you are. Huh? Are you looking for a book or something? Why don't you ask Byakuya? He spends all his time in the library anyways. Did I say something wrong? You're not a blabbermouth, right? This has to be a secret. I honestly have no idea what you're talking about, but if you want me to be quiet, I'll be quiet. Then let's go to the library. Get your mind out of the Scottish gutter. Young accidentally revealing his filthy mind. Hi, Belle. Oh, yeah. Let's chat here. I don't know if I'm deaf or if it feels a little quiet for me. Okay, but I'm not louder for that. Maybe I'll just turn this down. And then, so that I can hear a little louder on my end without deafening people. Alright. Reasons to hate iOS, number 245. Light enough that Young answers questions before they are asked, so he looks like a psychic. Impressive. Okay, I got it. The library. Jeez, why so pushy? Quiet. Be quiet when you go in. Don't let him see you. She actually was starting to get annoying, but I did what she said and gently crept into the library. Unsurprisingly, Byakuya was there by himself, absorbed in a book.
He's here. He's really here.
Oh yes, this is always the music that you want to hear when you enter a room and you see a scene. This one always means good things are about to happen, right? Good things. Oh yes. He's here.
Okay, Makoto, go talk to him.
What?
What? Stop being so loud. Just hurry up and go talk to him.
You go talk to him if you want to so bad.
I can't. I don't want to interrupt him.
That's kinda crazy. Oh yes. Just a little bit. I need to go talk to this fellow. She's gonna get mad, isn't she? Go ahead and just talk to him. Yeah, about what I expected. Maybe I can get money. Maybe I can leave. According to this letter, Hope's Peak Academy had stopped functioning as a school. And what's more, it didn't even happen recently. Apparently it closed down over a year ago. The mastermind probably took over the abandoned school in order to start this killing game. This explains why there aren't any other students here, because it's not a real school. And then there's the serious issues that forced the school to close down in the first place. Is there any connection between that and what's happening to us now? The mastermind's motive. If we can figure out why he would want to imprison us all here, will that be enough to get us out of here? Or... The shelf is packed tight with books, but looking at it, the whole thing is incredibly dusty. A true book lover might pass out looking at it. Aha! There's the coin! Shelf's packed tight with... Oh. Bah. There's a thick layer of dust on top of the desk. Makes me not really want to touch it. It looks like the library's been neglected for a pretty long time. Oh, another coin. I always like coins. Coins are good. Who doesn't like money? An extension cord, I guess, is being used to connect the lamp to the power outlet, but where would you get something like this here in the school? Okay, yeah. So, you can only check this lamp, and then... Nope. The lamp. The lamp. The lamp. Pretty sure it's wanting me to check the lamp. Am I wrong? But there's a thing around the lamp. Can I actually... Okay, there you go. It's a desk lamp. The library's definitely pretty dark. I imagine this would come in pretty handy, but Yakuya's getting some use out of it, that's for sure. Alright, how to talk with this person. I was talking about, I made, a body butter bar, I guess you could say. Moisturizing bar. I used a few different butters and some oils and some wax, like body butters, melted together with a few drops of essential oils, different essential oils, to give it a scent. It's holding its shape and stuff like that. It's just a little more melty than I want it to be. It's like really soft and it melts really easily, which is a good thing, but the problem is that it's nighttime currently. It's cooler right now. When it gets warmer in the day, like this may just become a puddle. So I need to adjust the recipe for sure to make it a little more suitable for Texas weather. Homemade body butter, yes. Basically, moisturizing lotion thing, I guess. Ellipses. He seems to be really focused on that book. It doesn't seem like the best time to talk to him. Hey, you. What are you doing back here? I hate even having to look at you. Ah, so you've noticed me, huh?
Naturally.
Of course. Now hurry up and leave. And take her with you. Ellipses. Hey, Byakuya? Ellipses. Remember how you said... Oh god. That giggle there. I mean, okay, whoever does the voice acting for that giggle was... No. Remember how you said, don't be a woman who dominates weak men? Be a woman dominated by a strong man? Wait, what? What? Wait, when was that said? What? This doesn't sound like a thing he'd say. What? Oh no. I never said that. But, well, actually, I just thought it sounded like something you might say. Oh god. Toko, no, no, Toko, please. Please, come back to reality. Get out. And go take a bath. You smell.
Don't make me repeat myself.
Don't make me say it again. Go now before your stench latches onto the entire room. It's okay. Jesus. He really dug into us there. Maybe he's in a bad mood. Ellipses. She seems super depressed. Did he really upset her that much? Byakuya, to go that far. He must be really concerned about me. Help. 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 We need a psychologist, a psychiatrist, and a whole boatload of meds and some assistants with nice white coats and a straight jacket. And a nice padded room. That sounds about right. I don't know. She brought him because she didn't want to talk to Byakuya herself, I guess. And this has happened, and regrets. He must be really concerned about me, huh? He told me to take a bath and everything. He must really care about my well-being. Jesus Christ, help. Help. 911, please. Ellipses. Hey, Makoto, what do you think? Think about what? Do you think Byakuya and I would be good together? No. No, because I think he'll kill you. Because I think... I don't think your delusions are gonna work. Delusional him may not kill you, but real him, when he finds out you have those delusions, may just kill you. Assuming he can be bothered. But, yeah. Well now, I don't really know. That's true. There's really no way to know. But the distance between us doesn't change our love. Oh, dear God. Because as soon as you realize your feelings, the love is born. That's how love works. About that. About that, Toko. Jesus Christ, no. But she's a romance novel writer who's never been in a relationship and is quite young. High school age, so this is all, like, she basically has become a best-selling romance novel writer purely through fantasizing and then writing out her fantasies. So, she's another level. She would be, I think it would be fair to say that she's another level. I have known at least 3 girls who are like this. What? I'm pretty sure she being like this and a fanfic writer is a reference to something. She's not a fanfic writer, she's a novel writer. However, there is a fanfic writer who's all about, what was it? The baser instincts? So, we have a couple concerning individuals here. Because as soon as okay. Okay. There might come a day when you understand. Maybe. Someday. Well, bye. Ellipses. Yeesh. Ah, young love. Wah! Who would have guessed she would go for someone like him? But eager passion can also be scary. Sometimes that leads people off in the wrong direction. Ellipses. All of a sudden, I feel exhausted. I feel like backing away a few feet and then running away and then going back to bed. So actually, yeah, I guess I feel tired too now. Maybe I'll head back to my room for now. Sounds like a decent idea. Oh, Toko's being horny. What a time to enter the stream debut. But it's usually young ones. Yes, that's true. It's usually the younger ones who tend to be a little bit more, a little less grounded. They don't actually have, much experience. They haven't had as much time to understand people and see as much of the world, so a lot of the world that they see is going to be through the filter, the lens of stuff that they've read or watched or experienced to some degree, which is okay, except for when you get the individuals who go a little too far. Oops. Okay. It's my free time. What did I hit? Alright. I need to go make friends with people. I think. Let's go hang with Mondo and Celeste, I guess. Pretty sure that's what I've been doing. Okay, dining hall. It does sound like they want me to go hang with Celeste and Toko and Byakuya more, though. Ah, okay, so she's at the first floor. Got it. Well, okay, I'll say a couple words here and there to, Aoi and, Sakura.
Okay.
Each and every person has to do their job. The cooperation of each player is true teamwork.
You got it.
That's a quote from the famous rugby player Yuji Matsuo. We gotta do the same thing, cooperate so we can survive. Should I hang out with Hina for a while? No. Honestly, it doesn't seem to be there not many benefits. Makoto, ellipses. Actually, never mind. So what did you want? Actually, that seems like a pretty good... That actually does seem like a good thing to do. It seems like she did want to say something. What would she be good at, though? What would she like? What would Sakura like? I wonder what she would like. Sure, let's spend some time with Sakura. Just a little bit. You know, Makoto, you seem a little thin for a man. I see. How about I help you bulk up a bit? Oh no. Mistakes have been made. I am not ready to die like this. Mistakes have already been made though, so I guess I'm just dying this way. Sure. Oh god, if I hand her the Emperor's Thong. Jesus. Jewel treasured by an ancient super race. Even the devil has friends, you fool. And then tears flow. Sure, why not? What? I've been looking everywhere for this. How did you know? Wait, what? Isn't it? But... You're quite a mysterious man, Makoto. Seeing Sakura so pleased with something I gave her makes me happy. My post-training break is the most relaxing time of my day. The sensation of your muscles cooling down after heating up during a workout is the only true reward. No matter how many times I experience it, I never get tired of it. Do you exercise every morning, Sakura? Unless there are errands I absolutely can't get out of, yes. I always do my training. If I don't, I feel restless for the rest of the day. But I'm amazed you can do it every single day. Doesn't it get tough? I can't say I've ever seen it as tough. It's also that I can get stronger after all. And I have to keep on getting stronger because my destiny is to fight. What? Your destiny is to fight? From the day I was born, I've been fighting. Heaven sent me to live as its champion. That's one heck of a legend. Indeed. My father was my master, and my every waking moment was spent with him learning to fight. As a child, I sparred with boxing champions, and hit the mat with wrestling gold medalists. I was no match for them when I first began, of course, but before long, they were no match for me. You mean you actually started beating people like that? I'd say my specialty is a solid stand-up that transitions into grappling and a strong ground game. Essentially, it's a complete approach. Anything else just wouldn't make sense. You can only become the best by reaching the top of each discipline, then fusing them all together. Stand-up fighting, grappling, and a strong ground game. That could only be... Stand-up fighting, grappling, and a strong down. You're basically a mixed martial arts fighter, right? I'm assuming so because she's fought with a bunch of different people.
Of course.
That's right. It's the most effective real-world fighting style, which is why I chose it. I believe there's someone who is known as the Mad Dog in China who would agree with you. He's been blocked in China, though, because he offended several martial arts masters. How did I know? Were you talking about the martial arts thing? What, like, how did I know about the martial arts thing? It's not that I knew necessarily that about the different sorts of things. I mean, like, I know mixed martial arts, of course, incorporates a lot of different fighting styles. And, like, ground game to me sounds like stand-up fighting is, you know, a little bit less for, like, judo, aikido, I think, like, the ones that are grapples and stuff like that, but then, like, yeah, I don't know. But the thing is that she basically talked about constantly getting in competitions with, like, a bunch of different, like, from the beginning, getting in competitions with different people from different backgrounds, and that she learned to win through practicing against them. And so I would assume she would naturally have picked up tricks from them. So to me, it made most sense that she would be a mixed martial artist. Does that make any sense? That, like, rather than just using one approach, that she would be using, like, multiple, picking up things that, like, from what she's learned. Since, like, again, her training that she mentioned also includes sparring with people from other backgrounds. Anyways, I'm good at multiple. I'm a little bit better at multiple choice. Multiple choice is well, definitely easier, for sure. So I was just kind of picking up clues based upon everything else. Where the hell did I put my tea? Damn. Alright, well, whatever, it's fine. I can drink a different tea for now, I guess. Bah. I don't want to be just the best in competitions. I want to be the strongest human on Earth. Well, that's ambitious. I wouldn't bet against you, that's for sure. But aren't you already the best? No, not yet. There's still someone I have to surpass. Really? Until I can beat him, I'll never become the strongest. You mean there's someone out there stronger than you? Ellipses. Maybe I'll tell you about it another time if the opportunity presents itself. I assume it would be her father, because she trained under her father. Unless she has a brother, then maybe it's a brother. Or a love interest. But most likely, I would say, based upon what I know, is probably her dad. The whole Grace family thing, and Jujutsu, the getting out of UFC. The fighting matters of other masters of other martial arts. Gosh, I'm just like thinking about the unfortunate Chinese mixed martial artist who got completely blocked by China networks and completely had a low social credit score to the point that he couldn't have a job, couldn't like buy anything, couldn't travel, couldn't do anything. His entire history and awards and his competition videos have all been deleted. His name was completely struck from his mixed martial arts school, etc., etc., so on and so forth, because he was saying that, like, your martial arts is not actually good for a fight. If you want to, like, and I can prove it, fight me in the ring. And then he'd kick ass. And then the people whose asses he kicked would get really salty, and then a lot of times they would actually have connections with officials. And so then officials and like the network would forcibly screw with the poor dude, and so on and so forth. Continued on until he got utterly wrecked, but he refused to give up, which is why he's the Mad Dog, because regardless of all that, he did not change his stance, would not, like, back down and change what he had to say, so he's impressive, but at the same time, like, definitely not something most people could do. Like, yeah, he had to, like, hide his face and travel to another country to do a match with one of the martial art masters, like, And then he kicked their ass. Like, in fact, there's a recording of him being like allowing someone to get like a few hits first, and then he like knocked the other guy out in a couple hits. Because they were martial artists who, if you looked at them, even as just a regular bystander, you could tell that they had very little actual experience in a fight. Their posture was really bad. Their weight was on their back foot when they were supposed to be attacking, which means that they are not putting very much force in any of their blows. Like, their footwork was horrible. It was really bad. I was like, you can't be an actual martial art master who actually, like, fights, for sure. Like, if you're telling me that you're doing your stuff for, like, exercise, I'll accept it. But if you actually say that your stuff is effective in fighting when you fight like that, you're bullshitting, which is exactly what the guy who's called, like, Mad Dog, that's exactly his argument. And, but then, you know, people complained, and then the officials are like, well, this is our cultural heritage, so therefore you're, talking trash about our culture and about China's cultural heritage and China's, like, culture. Therefore, you're anti-China. Therefore, you need to be completely blocked from the network and blocked from everything. And therefore, yeah. Xu Xiaodong, Mad Dog. Like, if I remember right, he had, like, a really, really rough, things were really, really rough, and he goes to YouTube now or something like that to put some videos out because he can't put it, for at least, I don't know if something's changed, but at least in the past he was not allowed to put his videos in any of the Chinese networks and stuff like that. But yeah, Xu Xiaodong, Mad Dog. He's known for challenging and fighting fraudulent martial artists. He gained prominence online after he was filmed defeating self-proclaimed Tai Chi master Wei Lei in 2017, and I'm pretty sure I saw that fight, like a clip of that fight, and that's the guy who I was like, clearly had never fought, because I don't fight, I don't know shit about fighting. Well, okay, I've never been in a fight personally, but like, even I can tell that, like, if you have all your weight on your back foot when you're trying to strike forward, it's not really effective, it's not efficient, it's not practical. Like, it's just really, it's just bad. Anyways, maybe I'll tell you about another time the opportunity presents itself. It was what this person said, and I just accidentally clicked out, so oops. Sakura didn't make a sound as she left. I honestly can't believe there's someone out there stronger than Sakura. Even if they're real, can they really be human? Wow. Wow, that's kind of rude. Don't lie, Kronos. You sound like you're in a scrap every Friday night. What? No. What? What? Is it like me just randomly sounding like I've stepped on a groundhog, or like freaking out here and there, or like potentially plotting murder? Expert martial artist critique, Kronos. Absolutely not. I know very little about martial arts. I just can tell you that if you're that bad that even a layman can tell, like, you really, yeah, really, like, even a layman can tell. So why the fuck were people defending the so-called master who clearly couldn't fucking fight to save his life? Like, yeah, like, I've never seen a fight, I've never seen a real fight in person, I've never been in a fight, I've never gone to any sort of sparring, mixed martial arts, or any sort of tournament, or any sort of, like, martial arts sports thing. Never seen boxing, never watched wrestling, but even I could tell. Hi, Pizza. How are you? I headed back to my room for a little while. Okay, I guess I really think Celeste might be one of the next people to do something, so, and I'm hoping it's not Monda who takes the hit, so, dang, okay, so I can only do one person today. That's not good. This is young, you'd be in a fight within minutes. Oh goodness, I'm hoping not. Doing well, very nice to have a day off from work. Yeah, I would agree, Pizza. It was kind of nice to have a day off from work. I slept in and, well, I slept in somewhat, but I didn't sleep in enough. But whatever, it's fine. Ahem, Miss Golden. Miss Golden.
Nighttime is quickly approaching, but before it arrives, all students, please
Oh
gather in the
no.
gym immediately.
This is not a good thing.
Emergency! Emergency!
Gather in the gym. Has someone done a die already? Why now all of a sudden? I really don't like the sound of this. I have a terrible feeling. Weren't we in the gym last time when a murder happened? Fuck. It's gonna be we've reached the next murder, haven't we? Oh, Kyoko, did you hear the announcement just now? Yes. I don't want to go, but we don't have any other choice, right?
Right.
You can't imagine if it's going to be good news. But it's not a good idea to defy him here and now.
Goodbye.
So I'm going on ahead. I hope it's not a murder already, because that will really end my plans for today way faster than before. I really can't do anything except what Monokuma tells me. Huh. Oop. Hold on, let me just adjust my taskbar so I can at least see my time. Okay. Well, at least Mondo's alive.
Yo.
Hey man, you about to head in? Yeah, has everyone already gone on ahead? Looks that way. I don't like it, but nothing good's gonna come from ignoring that goddamn bear. Mondo, are you sure you're okay? You kinda went all out in that sauna.
What?
Huh? Who went all out? That shit doesn't even faze me. Yeah, how the fuck are you not dead?
Yo.
But, you know, there at the edge of hell, a promise between men was waiting for me. Never saw it coming.
Yo.
Anyway, let's get our asses into the gym. Man, something unique must have happened between the two of them. Yeah, about that. I mean, probably, but what? I'm always concerned that someone's just gonna jump out and murder me. I know this isn't that game, but it feels like that may happen to me. I would be too timid to actually walk around these hallways. Like, I would have to try to befriend any nearby female and try to find a way to just only leave when she's about to leave. And walk out at the same time, go places like never alone! No thank you! Hey Hifumi, how come you haven't gone in yet? Oh yeah?
Why is that?
Mr. Naegi, don't scare me like that. Sorry, but we should really go inside. No, don't go. You can't go. That's what my ghost friend is telling me. I don't feel good about it either, but we can't just ignore this. Damn, that's true too. I guess we have no choice. I have to go, too. Yay. Nothing particularly unique, no. Sorry, what was unique? Asking us to gather together all of a sudden like this. What could he possibly want?
Well,
Indeed, what might await us this time? He keeps things interesting, that's for certain. How is that funny? Can't you smile like a normal person once in a while? Like how the housewife on a classic TV show smiles at the end of an episode?
what the heck?
There's something totally messed up with you if you can laugh at a time like this. Which of us is actually messed up,
Huh?
But what's that supposed to mean? Nothing in particular, just admiring, that's all. I don't want to kill anyone, but I also don't want to stay here living in blind denial day after day. I was just admiring how you could live like that and still keep your sanity.
What is this?
I'm not in denial. That reminds me. Remember how you kept talking about how the police or whoever would come help us? How'd that turn out? It seems to me there's no sign whatsoever of possible rescue.
Well,
That's just... I wonder what actually happened.
certainly.
It's strange. That's true. There's no way the police wouldn't know about it. We're right in the middle of a major urban area.
What?
The police suck. On the contrary, the mastermind may just be that powerful to take control even of the police. Or, you know, could have potentially have laid some, I don't know, red herrings along the way. Confused a bunch of people. So police are looking in the wrong place? That's also possible. Oh, this might not be related, but then don't say it. Nope, gonna say it. It's about last night. I was near the main hall, just staring off into space, when all of a sudden, I heard it.
Huh?
You heard what? A sound that... I don't really know what it was. But what kind of sound? Well, like I said, I don't really know, but if I had to describe it, it was like a construction site, I guess. A construction site?
Serious.
I mean, I could just be making that up. I only just barely heard anything. Then you definitely made it up. It must have just been the sound of the ocean in that head of yours. Say what? What you talking about, Toko? Huh? He's arrived. What you heard wasn't the sound of construction, but it could have been an explosion. Huh? Or maybe a machine gun. That can kind of sound like construction in a way. What are you talking about? Beyond this point, my mouth is zipped. My lips are sealed. I am fully puckered. Jesus Christ. It's a secret little secret.
And?
Fine. Then let's move on to what you can tell us. Machine gun, huh? So he has put guns on the inside of the building, so what if he put guns on the outside? What if that's the sound of the rescue? Making an attempt. Or it could be the sound of someone trying to blow up the building, and us in it. Or it could be the sound of Monokuma exploding one of his dolls to kill someone, but I think everyone here is alive, so... I don't know. I have to check. Fine. Now let's move on to what you can tell us. Why did you call us all here?
Say what?
You don't beat around the old bush, do ya? Ready for me to get to the point, huh?
If you please.
But before that, you mind if I vent a little? I'm low on energy these days. My stitching is even losing all its shine and luster. I'm thinking it's probably because of this ho-hum boring old everyday life. I'm looking for something with a little more stimulation, something rife with danger and intrigue.
Yep.
Listen, can I just be frank?
Today.
The next Blackened hasn't shown up yet, and I'm getting bored.
Hey.
So, I've decided to come up with a new way to motivate you. But motivate? Is it another set of videos or something? Are you going to show us some demented thing to try and drive us all to murder? Drive you to murder? What a mean thing to say. Just awful.
You hear me?
I don't know what you got planned, but we're not going to kill each other anymore. No matter what you do, I swear to God we won't. That's big talk. Do your very best to back it up, okay? Now then, with your permission, let me begin. So this time, it's embarrassing memories and secrets. As long as you're alive, it's a given that there's things that you don't want other people to know about you. So I did a little investigating of my own, and I dug up some of your darkest secrets.
And those embarrassing memories and secrets are all contained in the envelopes I have right here. I'm going to hand them out now, so take a second to take a peek.
As Monokuma spoke, he tossed the envelopes at our feet. I quickly snatched the envelope with my name written on it. I nervously pulled out what was written inside, and my entire body suddenly went rigid. Makoto wet the bed until he was in 5th grade. What? How? How'd you find out about this? Everyone started talking at once. I'm going to assume that, like, what's his name? The moral compasses thing is going to be like, he accidentally looked twice at, like, or he accidentally crossed the road without looking both ways one time. You have 24 hours if someone doesn't become blackened by then. All your deepest, darkest, most embarrassingest secrets will be exposed to the world. Honestly, if my thing was I wet the bed for, like, till I was, like, in 5th grade, and the other option was, like, start murdering people, I would just be like, well, this is what my sheet says! Man, isn't that embarrassing? And I'd just be like, nothing to hide here! Like, literally, I'd just be like, there's nothing to hide here at this point in time. I'll just show it to everyone, they can deal with that, and now no one's going to expect me to do a murder. Like, no one will expect me to do a murder if I've already shown my supposed deepest, darkest, most embarrassingest secret. Like, I would not care. Like, I don't give a shit. I would do that, honestly, if the other option was like to sit here and then like wonder back and forth who's gonna do a murder. I just take the initiative and just be like, alright, I'm just gonna expose this right out here. Like, now you all know. Guess I have nothing to hide anymore. Try again, Monokuma. Like, okay. And not that bad. Honestly, also because that's not that bad. Like, it's not great, but it's not that bad of a darkest, deepest, embarrassingest secret. Like, it's not someone got murdered or a stack of, like, I don't know, someone's entire hidden porn stash. Or, I don't know, someone watches My Little Pony. No, that one's actually fine. Like, it's not that bad on the grand scheme of things. That one's not bad. And I'm going to assume that probably Kiyotaka or whatever they... Like, I'm going to assume quite a few of these people, their deepest dark... Some of them are going to have some pretty serious deepest dark secrets. Some of them are not. But also, in doing so and showing the secret first, that means anyone who's willing to show theirs is not likely to kill next time around. And also that this cannot be used against us again, right? What was that about My Little Secret Pony porn stash? Okay, actually no. I was specifically saying that, like, watching My Little Pony might be someone's deepest, darkest, most embarrassingest secret. But then I was, like, saying that, like, it's not that bad to watch My Little Pony, really, on the grand scheme of things either. Jesus Christ. that would be, ooh, the one Orlov mentioned would definitely be a little bit harder to reveal, I would say. Unless you're just like, you just really don't care. Which, some people are like that, they really wouldn't care. It's weird, but like, some people just don't care. But yeah, no, like, I mean, yes, you could do a murder to escape, but my goal would be to prevent anyone from murdering anyone and wait for a rescue. That would be the goal that I would be aiming for. So in order to prevent people from doing murders, it's best to get rid of the blackmail material as fast as possible before it builds up more. Maximum counter with only 15 terabytes? Honestly, I would respect the commitment. If you have that requires a dedicated drive for it. I find it hard to imagine people needing excuses to kill. I mean, yes, like, okay, like, I'm sure people could come up with many excuses. It's just that when it comes to blackmail, it's just best to get it out of the way as soon as possible. As, like, while that exists, it can be used against you multiple times, especially if you give in to it. So, if you can afford to just let that blackmail material just burst as it is, just like get it, like, if you can afford to just deal with the consequences of that going out, you're probably going to be better off long term than if you continue to let yourself be controlled by blackmail until you've done a bunch of bad things and then still have it get used against you when you finally, like, it finally goes to a line that's either too far for you to cross, or you've, like, at that point in time, it's much harder to save yourself. Of course, it's only from my perspective, me speaking about myself, I don't have that much to lose, so I don't really care. Yeah. Yeah, for me, it would also be like, yeah, sure, tell everyone. Like, I don't have anything to lose at this point in time, so, like, I don't care. Like, I wouldn't care because I wouldn't have very much to lose. I will note that there are definitely people who have more to lose, who would be less willing to, like, share that, and that's fine. But, like, again, if it was me, I would just say the first step for me would probably be to, like, reveal it first and not let it get used against me. I would rather you didn't, but sure, do it. Bet you both do. But yeah, it's just, like, rather than let it get used against me, and just, like, reveal it now. Before anything builds up, before, like, any trouble really comes to me. Just reveal it, now get it over with. Get it done with. Just, then I don't have to deal with it, don't have to worry about it ever again. Like, it's out there, it's known. Like, it's no longer, like, anything I need to hide, or worry about having it used against me in a secret way. All your deepest, darkest, most embarrassingest secrets will be exposed to the world. Maybe I'll roll by a crowded intersection in a van. Oh, right. Maybe I'll roll by a crowded intersection in a van strapped with loudspeakers and spill the beans. Yeah, wouldn't that be so, like, I can't do that. Yeah, whatever that sound. Wouldn't that be so embarrassing? Bah. Ellipses. So that's what you meant by motivate. To be honest, if I had a big thing, I get petty question marks. Yep, you got it. Or, yep. Yep, you got it. They're all pretty unpleasant, trust me. None of you want me to reveal that stuff, right? It's definitely something I'd rather people not know, but we'd never kill over something like that. What did you say?
Count on it.
He's right. Your plan is doomed to fail. No one's gonna murder someone for this kind of thing.
This is kind of depressing.
Oh, no. Is it because, for better or worse, your memory is still a way to connect to the outside world? I have stuff I wouldn't want anyone to know no matter what, so I assumed you'd all be the same. Which is why I put so much effort into preparing this next motive. Man, you're saying you really won't kill each other over this stuff? That just sucks. Well, what can you do? Okay then, in 24 hours, I'll expose all your secrets just to make myself feel a little better.
Okay.
So sad, so depressed. Fare not well. With an almost convincing look of depressed dejection on his face, Monokuma receded into the gym's depths. I don't know what to expect at first, but maybe we dodged a bullet on this one. I mean, yeah, having those secrets revealed is going to be totally embarrassing, but that's seriously not enough to give someone a reason to kill, right?
Listen to me.
Good news, everyone. I have a brilliant idea. Why don't we all just confess the secrets in those envelopes right here and now? I wouldn't approach it that way. I would just show mine first, but okay.
Without a doubt.
If we do that, any and all motive for murder will vanish. That's pretty smart, right? Well, like, I would take the initiative first instead of trying to, like, suggest people do that and then not do it myself. Like, just show the sheets. It doesn't matter.
Quiet down and listen.
What if they revealed all your browser history, even the incognito? Taka doesn't think anyone can lie. Honestly, probably. Okay, so my embarrassing thing is, I don't want to hear your stupid story. What? Besides, I don't want to talk about it. I don't care what anyone says. I don't want to talk about mine.
As for me,
Neither do I. Not because it is unpleasant, but because it is impossible.
Oh?
Well, it's just human nature to want to hear when you say it's impossible. Come on, it'll be good for you. Absolutely not.
Come on.
It's okay, just it's okay, just a little bit. Come on, come on, come on.
honestly,
As I said,
Here we go.
oh god, she's gonna lose it, and Hifumi's gonna get stabbed. Secret is a murderer. Wouldn't that be awkward? Honestly, like, again, as I'm saying, some people, the price would be too high for that type of thing to be revealed, and it's possible that someone here has killed before, or like intentionally or accidentally or whatever. That it might be something that makes them feel guilty. So, like, again, I can't say for everyone. I just know that for me, it would be easier to just reveal it now and never have to deal with it again. But, like, everyone's different. Everyone has their own secrets. So, you know. I'm a little bit disappointed it's not the middle finger, honestly. I said I don't want to talk about you, human bag of lard.
Say what?
I agree with them. There's no need to discuss it. What do you think, Chihiro?
I'm sorry,
Sorry. I don't really want to talk about it right now. But I also don't want to leave things the way they are, so maybe I could talk about it later. After I try my best to become strong, then I can tell everyone.
so,
If you don't want to talk, you don't have to. I'm not super excited to talk about it either.
That's true.
If everyone's that much against it, even if my bro is the one that suggested it, I gotta say no. Well, that's okay then. Either way, if it's just a few secrets, I'm sure nobody's about to kill anybody over it. I would say that, like, again, if it was me, I would just have, like, the moment that happened, just be like, well, this is my secret. Like, this is my secret. It's not gonna work for me. Like, this isn't, I'm sorry, your tactic, I don't care. But again, I'm aware it would work on other people, and clearly that's what's going on. So, I hope you're right. A secret so bad you'd kill someone to keep it. Nobody's got something like that, right? Haha! You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. Okay, I'll stop with all the secret talk, but each of us has 24 hours to get ready. Having our secrets exposed isn't going to be fun, but it's not like we're going to die because of it. So, you know, don't do anything hasty. The way you keep repeating it kind of makes me worry even more. Oh, okay, sorry. I know it's going to be tough, but... Ding dong bing bong. My secret is that I actually hate pizza. Like, come on, I can't let that get revealed. Pizza, that would get you murdered. Gotta start murdering. Pizza's secret is that he doesn't know how to play DDR. The guy on the screen is the paid actor. I'm not even young. But, lol.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime.
Honestly though, yeah. If I just bluntly started showing my secrets, it would be adding pressure for people to show their secrets, which could potentially also cause me to be given more enemies. And again, there are definitely some people who would think of that and be like, oh, this is a trick so that they can murder people and then get out of here safely. Because some people will think that way. But like, I don't know.
Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited.
Let's see. Orlov, I'm not actually Ukrainian. Dark young, light old. Sea fusion. Young's not actually Scottish. He hates Demon because he found out the truth. In fact, Heldon is more Scottish than he is. I still think I wouldn't be a good victim of blackmail. Even if I had a big juicy secret, I would just tell it to be contrary and frustrate the blackmailer even if the consequences are bad. Young is actually BR. Yeah, Belle, I'm actually kind of with you there. Like, I think in general, again, I can't say for sure till I'm in that moment, but I think I would be more likely to act contrary. Because I despite everything else, I actually did have a pretty strong rebellious streak. Where it was like, if you, if you threaten, if you threaten me, then I will do exactly what, the opposite of, what you want because you threatened me. Specifically because you've threatened me at this point in time. And, every once in a while, that rebellious streak does show up again. So that is also very, if you've tried to force me to do something I don't want to do, then, yeah, I'm not gonna do it because you tried to force me. Even if it was something that, I might have been willing to do, is, if you tried to threaten me into it, then I might just be like, nope, never mind then, not doing it, I don't care. I don't, no. No, now that you've attempted to force me and threaten me into doing something, even if it was something I would have done normally, the answer is, nah, I'm not going to do whatever it is that you wanted now. Because I'm mad at you and I don't like you, so I'm just gonna be contrary. But, yeah, it's different for everyone. Nighttime already, huh? A good idea, we need to prepare for tomorrow. I accidentally clicked beforehand. Whoops. I was left with an anxiety I just couldn't shake, but we left things as they were and left things as they lay. One by one, we headed back to our rooms. Secrets or memories you don't want anyone to know about. A way to connect to the outside world. Honestly, all that crap Monokuma was spouting didn't have any effect on me. There's no way anyone killed her or stuff like that. At least that's what I had thought. But maybe I was just being optimistic. Yes, you were being optimistic. Hey Kronos, I'll tell all your secrets unless you never do a Scottish impersonation ever again. You don't even know my secrets, and also, that one is just so obvious that it's just I don't... that's so obvious. It just doesn't... it doesn't work. It doesn't really... It doesn't work that way. But maybe I was just being optimistic, which is probably why, without too much of a struggle. Geez, I'm more tired than usual. Super tired today. I fell asleep. But what I didn't know is that even then, a tragedy was taking place. Hey, do you have a second? I want to confide in you. It's about the prevailing world attitude right now. The difference between passive and active. I mean, For example, is the difference between like, oops, I killed him, and yeah, that's right, I killed him. Amazingly, there's tons of people who don't understand the difference. Can you believe it? But there's a huge difference between oops and that's right. You know what I'm saying, right? Anyone can kill someone in the heat of the moment, but surprisingly few can do it with calculated intent. To make that choice and then put it into action, it's way harder than just letting your emotion lead you. It's all about preparation, resolve. So maybe you're wondering, what's the point I'm trying to make? Well, I'm not totally sure myself.
Maybe you should try reading between the lines.
Requires someone with a lot of resolve, huh? People with resolve. Celeste, Byakuya, and probably Sakura? But I'm sure there's more. Those are the ones who strike me as particularly resolute people. Oh, or Kiyotaka, but Kiyotaka, well, it could be Kiyotaka. Who knows? That's true. Maybe. Oh, well, passive versus active murder. Between heat of the, I don't know. Are those actual terms? I'm not sure. But like between heat and the moment and stuff, like, yeah, okay. Ellipses. Morning. Good morning.
Good morning!
Jesus Christ. Wow. Nice reaction. I'm glad to see you didn't disappoint. But what are you doing here?
Yep.
I wanted to spice things up, so instead of a school announcement, I decided to wake you up in person. What the hell for? Because it's fun. And as long as I'm here, I figured I'd let you hear right from the bear's mouth. Hear what? Are you sure you should be acting this laid back? I mean, even though something happened to one of your buddy classmates? What?
Say what?
What? Your face is all blue, like someone on the verge of death. What happened? What are you talking about? That's for me to know, and you to find out. Good luck! Something's happened to someone. Was it? No, it can't be. There's no way someone would. But what if? No. What ifs are pointless, especially now when... The dining hall. I need to get to the dining hall. I hope it's not Mondo. Ah, Makoto. Are you okay?
Hey.
Did Monokuma talk to you too? Hey, Hiro, Hina, Sakura, and... Byakuya. You're the only ones here? Where's everyone else? Either they're already off trying to verify what Monokuma said, or they've fallen victim to the something that Monokuma mentioned. The something?
Perhaps.
It can't be. Has it happened again? Murder? After hearing what Monokuma had to say, the worst possibility forced its way into my mind. It took everything I had to drive that thought away. So if something really did happen, does that mean someone did it because of what happened yesterday?
Huh?
It can't be. That stuff is a bunch of old memories. Just old memories? Don't be so sure about that. Clearly someone felt it was more important than that. Huh? To judge someone else's values based on your own outlook. Do you realize how dangerous that is?
What the heck?
But why didn't you say something yesterday?
Naturally.
Did you already forget? This isn't a co-op game. It's every man for himself. What good does it do me to go out of my way to help you?
Just the worst.
Stop saying that already. There's something wrong with him, for serious. Did he get brainwashed or something?
Wait.
That's not important. What matters right now is that we find out what happened.
That's fine.
She's right. Let's all split up and begin looking. The game is afoot. Wow, already going looking. Okay. Let's see. Think more. You passively ran someone over with your car because you didn't see them rather than actively ran them over with your car intentionally. Like, yeah, there's a difference, but being regretful is different from not evading responsibility altogether, or ignore the not. But the oops still admits to killing. I'd call it intentional versus incidental instead of passive versus active. Hey, look it, it's Big Follows! No. Also, be right back. Get to the restroom. I keep walking past this big old stack of vellum paper I have, and I'm like, yeah, I wanted to use that to make like a little like candle screen windshield thingy, because like I constantly have my fan going, and it's just like I was thinking about it. It's like I sometimes like to light candles, and it's just like the vellum paper is like a little translucent paper, and I was like, if I make it into kind of like a lantern thing without a top, because I don't want to like set anything on fire, of course, but like as like a little windscreen, wouldn't that be like kind of cool? But so yeah, I'm planning to work on that at some point in time. Just like I've been planning to work on this moisturizing bar for pretty extended period of time too, but I only started getting to it like after 2 months. And it's definitely getting more melty, so I definitely need to add more wax or a harder butter to that. Did you know Tagami is a bit of a cunt? Original Big follows even. Okay. Well, let's see if we can get some extra coins while we're at it, because, you know, I should probably care, but, I mean, I do care, but, coins are also really nice. Boo. No coins in here. God, if there was a murder in the kitchen, I'd freak. I hope I don't stumble across the murder scene, because, like, that would suck. That one specific knife is still missing, so Yaka took one of the knives that was here, and then she ellipses. There's a bunch of vegetables all piled up. They look like they're crushing each other. I'm surprised they're not bruised. Moisturizing bar. Yeah, basically I took a few different like hard butters, like body butters. I melted together with some good moisturizing oils, a little bit of like fragrance and some wax to help hold it together, because the recipe I saw was like made by someone who was like a few states north and to the east, I think it was. So their climate is very different from here, and so I adjusted the recipe and I tried to see if I could make a moisturizing bar that can deal with the heat here, that like won't just turn into a puddle, so that like maybe I can take it with me on like traveling for planes and stuff like that. Originally I was like thinking about making this before my trip to Alaska, specifically so that I could have like lotion that doesn't need to like be packed away in like one of those like little quart bags. But like again, I didn't do it because it was late night when I finally got like the recipe, and also like I wasn't sure if like the result would be non-melty. And the result here, I think, is maybe it would be okay once I was in Alaska, but it's definitely too melty for here. So I need to adjust the recipe, maybe add more wax, or a body butter, or use a different body butter that has a higher melt point, so it doesn't just become a puddle instead of a moisturizing bar. Who do you think died, and who do you think that was the killer? Well, I think Celeste is the killer. I don't know who died. Maybe Hifumi. But I think Celeste is the killer. What kind did I use? I used kokum butter, mango butter, apricot seed oil, and a little bit of vitamin E oil, as well as candelilla wax, I believe it was. I used carnauba wax, which is actually from a tree that I think is grown often in Brazil. So, interestingly enough. But yeah, I think I might try to use more wax this time around, and see if that helps any. And maybe instead of apricot seed oil. Well, I'll see. I'll stick for the apricot seed oil for now, but I think later on I'm going to try adding jojoba oil to it. But yeah, kokum butter and mango butter. They're both really like low on the comedogenic rating scale, which means that they are very unlikely to clog pores. So like I chose the ingredients that are much less likely to cause clogged pores and like acne and stuff like that. So, but like the fragrance is also one of the things that I'm like not so sure about. Like I'm not sure if I want to actually try using my own DIY fragrances, because in some ways my fragrances and stuff are less likely to have like preservatives, less likely to have stabilizers, which also means that they are more likely to like potentially go rancid, which means that the shelf life of anything I make from like my own DIY stuff might be a little bit lower. It's not so bad for like hard butters and like because those ones and like to some extent some oils some of them will take a little longer to go rancid compared to if I was making a product that was like used like water based ingredients as well. Since I'm just using oil based ingredients, the shelf life's a little bit longer, but still, yeah. And I was just trying to DIY it. And I made a tiny little, well, relatively tiny sample bar. It was like about 70 grams total. But yeah, I need to tweak this recipe clearly. Yeah, if you're not adding preservatives, it's probably gonna go bad fairly quickly. Yeah, this one's fortunately it's all just oil, like oils. And then most of it's also stuff that I chose that was like more long lasting oils. So that helps. But again, yeah, like I was just trying out with like a little sample bar for now. And I'll probably like try again and then use up my failed samples. Let's see, yeah, if you're not adding wet sea fusion, have you never used lotion before? We don't need to moisturize sandpaper. I've never used any skincare products. I am beyond lazy. I had to moisturize even when I thought I was a guy because my skin hurt so much when it didn't. Nope, I just tough it out till I acclimatize. Pizza puts lotion on the skin or he gets the hose again. What? Speak for yourself, Strudel. My feet would be unrecoverable from DDR without lotion. Yeah. I sometimes, like, occasionally have, like, this issue of, like, dry skin in winter, so, like, I started paying attention when I had issues of, like, cracking skin on my ankles and, like, elbows, and, like, that would, like, it would crack and bleed, so, I started paying more attention to skincare after that. Just say ran with camera, or there need to be one in the kitchen, because, you know, kitchen knives here and there. Ah, footstep sounds. Perfect. I love me footstep sounds. Ah, fuck. Couldn't you have, like, I don't know, made me, like, appear back here where I can look out at everything else instead of, like, facing some random direction where I can't see behind me and I'm not in a corner to protect myself? Why would you do this? Like, why would you do such a thing to me?
So,
I knocked on all the doors, but nobody answered. Did they all go to see what happened? Oh, then what about the second floor of the school? That's the one place that's new to all of this, so it seems like a natural place for. I mean, okay, they're implying it's the second floor, but I still went to check everywhere. And I really, I'm interested in checking the baths, because the bath is extra suspicious to me always. Everything's totally disorganized. If I break it, when I come, might come and punish me. Bah. Disappoint. Not even a coin for me. I'm bad about body moisturizing. Haven't found any that absorb well in warm, humid weather. I don't know. I've been, like, using some lotions that are, like, I don't know. Like, right after the shower. And, like, they work okay. Well, but then again, my area is dry. It's hot, but not humid. So it might be a little different. Yeah, that's true. That's true. You'll find out it's not when you moisturize. You just get used to bad skin. Okay. Let's see. I want to check the baths, because I'm a suspicious person like that. There doesn't appear to be anything here. What are you doing here, Sakura? Did you find something? Oh, no, it's just what you said the other day must have been lurking in the back of my mind. Huh? If something had happened, the killer might try to use this to destroy evidence again. I suppose that was floating around my subconscious and it led me here. I mean, yeah, that's what I was thinking too. It's the trash room, the dump, and the words of the gateway. I can't actually get inside. How long am I going to be stuck in here being watched by all these cameras? I'm starving for information from the outside world. What did you do for a TV that works? It's a switch that raises and lowers the gates. Don't have the key, so I can't activate it. There's a hatch on the floor. Rattle, rattle. The door won't budge. It must be locked. Okay. I don't see how I would have plastic bag skin. It's not like I spent all day under the desert sun. The humid is what makes everything feel goopy and sticky. Yeah, the humidity is just... Like, I've had... I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what to say about humidity necessarily. Like, the body butter thing I was using, like, right out of the shower felt okay on my skin, and the shower area is really humid afterwards, but, like, it's a little bit different. It's still not 90% humidity, so... Can't say. My nose bled the other day because it was too dry. What? I don't like humidity because it makes everything feel sticky to me. There are enough washing machines here. I don't think you'd ever have to wait for one to open up. Okay, you know what? Screw it. I don't think they're gonna give me any coins right now. I feel like I'm basing myself ready for the oven. Body butter just makes me feel so oily, though. It depends. Certain oils are absorbed more quickly into your skin. So I used a little bit of my body butter, and it basically felt like it pretty much just went right into my skin, and it was done. Like, I think mango butter is actually one of those that actually is very light. And absorbs quickly into the skin. Jojoba oil is also like sebum, if I remember right, so it absorbs more easily. I think cocoa butter has some useful effects, but I don't remember if it's one of those that's relatively dry touch. Like, there's certain butters and oils that absorb quickly into skin, and you don't want to like apply very much, just a little bit. And yeah. One of the girls at work uses mango butter, and it smells amazing. Yeah, like, mango butter can, yeah, like, that's actually, it can actually smell pretty good. I think the kind I have is, like, may not have the mango smell. But, like, I wasn't sniffing it, so. It doesn't, yeah, mine doesn't have the mango smell. I think mine was, like, because it's refined. So I don't smell mango in mine. But yeah, some of them have like, some of them will actually keep like a mango smell in them. I think like shea butters that are unrefined sometimes have like a nutty smell. Cocoa butters tend to smell like, well, again, cocoa. But cocoa, along with coconut, are both oils and stuff like that that are actually really, really, they're really likely to clog your pores. So they're actually much more likely to irritate your skin. So I've been avoiding them. But like, if I use cocoa butter, oh, it would smell so good. It would smell so, so good. Like, I have some cocoa butter in my room that I used for, like, I did try using for, some other experiment, I think. I think I did make some, like, other skincare thing. And yeah, but it smelled, like, really, really good. It smelled like hot cocoa. Well, there's nobody dead in the pool. Or the bathtub, so there's that. Oh good, nobody's dead in the sauna either. Cocoa smells like cocoa. Oh wow. I didn't mean chocolate body wash. I love using cocoa butter. Shower smells like hot chocolate. What's this? Is the heat source from the sauna? Yeah. Yeah, like, I really love the smell of cocoa butter. I just don't want to use it for anything skin related. Unless it's like a soap or something like that. But like, I do not want to use it for like my skincare. At least, definitely not for my face, but I don't want to use it for skincare because it's more likely to clog my pores and cause problems for me. So yeah, it's like, it smells so good. It smells really, really good. Bad strudel, eating people is frowned upon. What?
Yo.
Hey, Makoto, honestly, what do you think, huh? About what?
Serious?
About Byakuya. You think he's being brainwashed or what? I don't know. You know more about that kind of thing than me, right? What? What's that supposed to mean? Well, I mean, you're some kind of psychic, right?
Hey.
Listen, Makoto, I think you've completely misunderstood what it is I do. Okay, listen, fortune telling is like totally different from brainwashing or hypnosis or any of that pseudoscientific bullcrap. I need you to understand that. So you expect me to think fortune telling isn't pseudoscience? Sorry, but I don't want to get yelled at. Lather arm in cocoa butter, eat arm, repeat. Oof. No, it will not taste good. Like, just because it's cocoa butter does not mean it tastes good. And cocoa butter is the thing you use on your mouth like a lipstick, right? No, not really. I don't use it for lipstick either. I have some lip balms that I made, and I think I used beeswax for those. Which some beeswax will actually have a honey smell, which isn't bad. So like beeswax can, like, good clean beeswax can have like a nice sweet honey smell, and it's pretty nice. But yeah, I don't use cocoa for any sort of skin product, and that does actually include my lips. I don't use cocoa or coconut for any sort of skin product. But like like people do use it for that purpose. I just do not. I kind of want to gacha a bunch. It's just like I need presents for stuff later. But I guess I could theoretically do that later. Nukes makes a honey lip balm that I bought years ago and it didn't cost a fortune here and it was glorious. When I was in Alaska, I saw some like some fireweed honey flower honey lip balms, which is pretty nice. Because it was also fireweed was like a local Alaskan flower, also known as the calendar flower, because it tends to, like, I think it's like when it blooms, like when every single like flower on the stalk has bloomed for the calendar flower, it usually means that snow will be on the ground in like 6 weeks. Honey smelling lipstick sounds evil. Not when you get to taste it or love. But yeah, there's some that are pretty decent. Also, gym. Probably not. Someone's probably dead in the swimming pool, aren't they? Or the exercise room. But I assume it doesn't taste like honey. No, it probably doesn't. It's very unlikely that it'll taste like honey. And like also like the lip balm that I made wasn't flavored, so if I accidentally like get some in my mouth, it doesn't taste good. It doesn't taste good. I could have flavored it. I actually do have some like flavoring stuff I could have used. I didn't. But like it doesn't taste good because it's just raw oils. Like raw oils and waxes. It's not great tasting. Get C-Fusion some body butter. I don't apply any product to my body. Other than shampoo and hand soap. I have my own, I've made some soap bars, so I have like my own soap. I have custom conditioner and shampoo. I have a hair oil I made myself. My own DIY lip balm. And then a couple of things like DIY whipped body butters, and now I have a DIY moisturizing bar that's, ooh, it's really melty now. Yeah, that's, I wonder if I can remake it. It might not be good for the essential oils though that I already put in, because like the wax that I used previously has a really high melt point. So, I don't know, I'll have to see if I can remix this. Something in soy sauce flavor. Jesus. The door of the girls' locker room. I have no way I'm unlocking it, so I couldn't get in there if I wanted to. The e-handbook swept it across a card reader, and then, it didn't do anything. Ding dong bing bong.
For this investigation, I have unlocked the doors. Please look around to your heart's content.
Raw oil. I use pure rosehip oil in my face. It's not bad. Yeah, I actually have that as well. Sometimes I actually do have like a custom face oil that I apply, which has some vitamin E oil. It has jojoba oil, rosehip oil, and a little bit of carrot seed oil. But sometimes I add like a little bit of like lavender essential oil to that too. So, okay. Investigation? Just as I thought. Byakuya. Judging from what he just said, there can be no doubt a murder really has taken place. Come on. The locker rooms. They're suspicious. Very suspicious indeed. Wouldn't you agree? Suspicious? It seems nobody searched the locker rooms. Let's start with the girls' locker room. He was muttering as if talking only to himself. Without waiting for a reply, he pressed his hands against the girls' locker door. And the door swung open without a sound. It's gonna be the girls' locker room, isn't it? In that moment, time seemed to freeze. Bloodlust. Oof. Alright, the one who died was not the one I expected. It's Chihiro. I need to take notes. I need to take notes so that next time I play this game, I can pick all the right dead people. Chapter 1. Junko. Sayaka. Leon. Chapter 2. Chihiro or something. Criminal. Question mark. Okay. Yeah, rosehip does absorb a little quickly. It's also pretty thick oil, relatively speaking, as well. No idea how it smells. It depends. Now there's some excellent intuition on Byakuya's part. Honestly, it makes sense, though, that you would want to check the places that only guys or girls can go into, because they specifically mentioned that the doors were unlocked, which means that most likely the crime happened in a place that is only accessible for one person. I wouldn't have seen that coming. It's not a common thing, I'm just a bit of a skincare nerd. It should be good. Not great, but also not awful. The deaths are quite memorable, so I don't think it's that much of a problem to remember. You'd be surprised. Oh wow, she barely had any character. This is sad. Also kind of true, yes. Not very much character. What? I don't know how long it took for me to fully comprehend the reality of what I was looking at. But as soon as I did... Scream. A wild, almost primeval? I don't know. I should learn how to pronounce that word too. It's just, this is basically just a whole... Okay, that's a word I don't know how to pronounce. I should learn how to pronounce that word. That's basically every stream. Primeval stream has escaped from my mouth. Boy's life of despair. Dudley life. Prime eval? Evaluation eval? I tried to suppress my screaming, but it was useless. It surged out of me like water from a spring gushing out of the ground. Byakuya, on the other hand.
Very strange.
Most unusual, don't you think? He was totally calm, almost like he was watching this all unfold in front of a TV screen.
I see.
Look, Chihiro's coat has been suspended somehow. And something's been written on the wall in blood. Bloodlust. Such a brutal way to kill someone. No, this is beyond brutal. Wouldn't you agree? They killed her. How could it not be brutal? No, that's not my point. This murder is far too bizarre for any everyday amateur to have committed it. Unlike with Sayaka, this murder was not a crime of passion or necessity. It's almost as if whoever did it for fun. You see what I mean, don't you? What? My head was swimming. I was still reeling, too confused to understand what he was trying to say. Before I can even begin to clear my head. Hey, I heard screaming. Did something... Chihiro? Ding dong, ding dong. Also, it needs to be someone who's taller than Chihiro, which admittedly isn't that hard because there's a lot of people who are taller than Chihiro, but in order to set them up and suspend them there and then tie them properly would probably need to be taller, or there has to be some sort of stepping stool. There actually might have been a stepping stool. A body has been discovered after a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like.
The class trial will begin.
That's true. I was like thinking about it again and I was like, oh yeah, Chihiro's book was like super short. I feel like, okay. Also though, because Mondo expressed interest in Chihiro, I think chapter 3, Mondo will either be the killer or be one of the killed people, or like, yeah, I think I think Mondo might be in chapter 3, is going to maybe go down. I don't know why, but I immediately suspect Celeste. After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin. What the hell is that? Ah, that's right. You were unconscious during Siyaku, so you don't know about it. What you just heard was the body discovery announcement. Apparently, when 3 or more people discover a body, an announcement plays to let everyone know. I imagine it's so the search for the culprit can proceed fairly for everyone involved. Proceed fairly? The body discovery announcement? Then Chihiro really is dead. Yes. Before you start screaming your head off, go round everyone up. It seems another game has begun. Another life or death game to uncover a killer. Taka bolted out of the locker room. As everyone made their way to the scene, it felt as if no time at all passed. It was like my sense of time had just taken wing and flown away. When I finally came back to myself, I saw everyone had the same look of confusion, fear, and anger. We all just stood there, gathered around Chihiro's body. Damn, I couldn't keep her safe. So there's another victim, which means we are now in the same position once again. Fuck. Man. What the fuck is that? It's a dream. This is a dream. It's all just a dream. In fact, I haven't even been born yet. I don't have any memory of ever being alive. Like, yeah. Shut up. Alright, but this is the investigation stage, so I should save and do this next session, I think? Deadly Life Warning. I think this is the investigation. We'll see. I saved so we can check. Oh, I need someone to be strong. No, there are more important things to worry about right now than the dumbbell. What do you mean? It's literally a bloody dumbbell. What do you mean? Okay. Whatever. Fine. Fine. It's bloody. What do you mean? The surveillance camera. The master room has been watching as Chihiro was killed. They know what happened and they're still forcing us to go through with this. The word bloodless is written on the wall in blood. I don't think this is any kind of dying message. It's just too strange. But you know that thing about writing bloodless in blood doesn't sound kind of familiar? A murderous fiend who kills again and again using a bizarre and brutal method, and at the scene of each crime, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. They're like a ghost, attacking suddenly, then slipping away before the police can catch up to them. And what nickname did the internet give to this mysterious serial killer? Genocide Jack. Genocide Jack, the murderous fiend whose grisly attacks were all famous all across the country. The ultimate murderous fiend, creating a reputation of abnormal, downright cruel killings. Then this is some copycat killer trying to admit Genocide Jack's style? But why would anyone do that? Perhaps it's the work of the real Genocide Jack. The real... Wait, are you saying Genocide Jack is here in the school?
No way!
There's no way. By going so far as to write bloodless at the scene, I am surprised at their stupidity. I can't imagine a worse situation than dealing with a stupid murderer. Ah, what is it now? Toko. Hino's pointing towards the entrance to the girls' locker room. Toko was the last to arrive, and now she was just standing there. Question mark. No. Why? 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 Gadunk. She fainted. That did not sound good. Toko. Hina rushed over to the class Toko and started trying to shake her awake. Toko, are you okay? Come on, wake up. No, that's right. I just remember what she said about how she faints anytime she sees blood. So she is hemophobic? I imagine she does not watch too many horror films then. This isn't a violation of the rules, right? I mean, technically she passed out somewhere besides her room. No, I think it should be okay, but regulations prohibit sleeping, like on purpose. Ah, so since she didn't faint on purpose, it doesn't count. Gotcha. Toko, can you hear me? Hey, you gotta wake up. As if she'd heard her, Toko suddenly shot awake. As in, she literally jumped up from where she was laying. It was such a strange reaction. I was at a total loss for words. Oh no. She leapt straight up into the air, changing her stance as she did. In no time flat, she was just standing up. What the fuck is going on? Ignoring the physical contortion she had to go through, her motions were totally haphazard. Huh? What? Sorry about that. I was just so shocked, you know? It happens, right? Was I the only one? Toko, are you okay? Let's see. More like evil. Okay, wait. Maybe there would be some more characterization if Bruno spent more time with Chihiro. I mean, yes. Yeah, but I didn't think it would be Chihiro just yet. Okay? Primeval. Okay, yeah. Primeval. Everyone's telling Chihiro powered 4 AM stream is required. But I have work tomorrow for me, so, because I have work to- oh, you're right! There's just, in this background, there's just this, like, pinup that I just forgot was there. That's important evidence, Orlov. I mean, there is blood up there now. And I think words in blood up in the corner? Or is that just- I can't tell because they use the same pink. Let me see what happened to her face. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with her tongue right now. Tetsoko, are you okay? I'm fine. I'm fine. Yeah, ha 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 ha. Whoa. Is that a dead body? Hey, are you dead? Yeesh. Okay, whoever's the voice actor for this, like, good on you. You're good at sounding crazy, which is, like, actually not, like, a diss. Like, that, I would not be able to fake that kind of laughter. Like, it's not within my abilities, so I'm impressed, but yeah.
What the heck?
She must have hit her head real hard when she fainted. The world has a front and a back, a top inning and a bottom, a sea of truth and a web of lies.
Well,
This is quite concerning. I mean, she sounds completely different. No, no, no. Everything's fine. At least the stutter's all gone. That's a good thing, right? He, ha 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 ha.
I see.
It is clear to me that everything is not fine. Your eyes seem strangely vacant. It might be the best we take her back to her room for the time being. I don't mind taking her, but could someone help me? If you need help, I don't mind. Taka, could you help me? Huh? She totally ignored me? Very well. You take care of the girl and the rest of us can begin the investigation right away. Can I assume nobody has a problem leaving Sakura and Mondo on guard duty again? Huh. Hold on a second. Rushing to an investigation? The mastermind isn't behind that. After what happened last time, surely you realize that.
Don't make me repeat myself.
There's no question that Chihiro was murdered by someone amongst us. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
Of course.
Right as rain. But don't take it as a bad thing. It's just a fact of life. Because that's how graduation works. Then it's happened again? Okay, so I'm about to reach the investigation stage, so I can save after this and it'll all be good. Is that what you're saying? That another one of us killed a fellow classmate? What? Does that freak you out? You guys got no balls, you know that? Is there just nothing down there at all? Well, I'll let you pray to mine if you want. Actually, I don't have any either. Sorry.
Stop talking.
Stop monologuing and give us what you came here to give us. You did bring it, right? I sure did, chum. Allow me to present the next Monokuma file. I know how much you must be looking forward to it. I don't know if East Japan happened. She's gone monugs. Ha ha ha, among us.
See ya later.
So, please do your very tippy-top best on this investigation.
no way!
Do we really gotta do another investigation? Examining the corpse of one of our friends. Having to suspect all our other friends?
Why?
I hate this. I can't take it anymore. I hate it too. I've had enough. I'm getting out of here.
Hey.
Where do you plan on going? There's nowhere to run. Just accept it already. After all, blood is just a liquid. A dead body is a simple object. You are very enthusiastic about all of this, are you not?
Naturally.
How can I not be? If we don't unmask the culprit, we all die. That's true, but to jump into it so soon...
What?
What? Do you want to die?
Such.
Fine, then go off and die somewhere. Right now. Go ahead, you're a waste of space.
Damn you.
A dead body is an object?
Piece of shit.
Chihiro wasn't an object. Show a little respect or I'll beat some into you.
Calm down.
Everyone, stop bickering. Listen, there's some truth in what Byakuya said. Kyoko! If we don't solve the mystery and find the killer, our own lives are forfeit. And if Byakuya is right that Genocide Jack is somehow the one who killed Chihiro, then unless we do something, more victims could start piling up. Forget more victims. If we mess this up, we're all dead meat.
Hey. Hey.
Hold on. If that's your worry, you don't gotta worry any longer. In any one killing game, the guilty party may only kill a maximum of 2 people. Okay, that's a new rule.
Huh?
What? I don't remember any rule like that.
Actually.
I just came up with it. I mean, if one person went around and killed everyone, your lovely student life would be all over, right? The new rule has been added to the regulations menu.
So then.
In that case, why not limit it to 1 person?
Hey.
Well, in a good mystery, you don't want to miss out on at least the potential of a serial killer angle. Yeah, just one would totally murder that possibility.
Punishment is waiting for
Very
you.
well for now. I'll catch you guys at the class trial. I can't say I understand his thinking, but if we can kill up to 2 people, then one more person's life could still be in danger. Which is definitely not good. We need to uncover the culprit before something else happens. Ah, Jesus. Is it gonna be 3 murders per chapter? How many chapters are in this game? Is it gonna be 3 murders per chapter? Jesus. You need to shut the fuck up. Well, for now, Taka and me are gonna drop Toko off at a room. Nice. I'm gonna get dropped off.
There is nothing to be done.
We have no time to stand around here. We must begin our investigation to see? I don't know. If we do not solve the mystery of who killed Chihiro,
Is that okay?
then we will quickly follow her into the afterlife. That's true. I hate this, but if I want to survive, me and everyone else, we have to do it. We don't have any other choice. Also, I would say, you guys, maybe you'll want to, you know, start traveling in pairs or threes, because there's still a potential for another murder. So if you travel in threes, then you can at least prevent a second murder. 3 or more, because they can only kill, like, whoever has already killed once cannot kill more than 2 people. Therefore, if you travel in threes, then that would mean that no matter what, there will still be 1 potential witness who will know that someone died. So, like, then traveling in threes would be much safer, right? Pairs mean 1 person is the killer. That is true. That's true. It's not a co-op game, but it also, like, people can still be, like, killed, right? Like, people can still, like, die. Like, people can still die, so if you want to prevent that, you could travel in threes. Now, if you're willing to risk it, I guess, traveling in pairs would also work, I guess, because if 1 person of a pair dies, then yeah, you know who did it. So then the person who is a killer, unless they're fucking dumb, will not be willing to murder. So I guess just pairs is already good enough. As long as everyone knows where everyone's going. But, like, trios, then at least you know for sure. Like, if you have pairs, you could just pretend that maybe the other person was wandering off on their own. But if you have 3, then, you know, it's a little safer. At least at this point in time, now that there's already been 1 person killed. Yeah, but you, like, only 1 person can graduate at a time. Like, only 1 person can graduate. So there's no point in teaming up to work with someone else to kill another pair, you know? Like, I mean, for this particular point in time, with the investigation going on, it's much safer to basically only have, like, travel in, like, 2s or 3s or more. Yeah, well, the other thing too is, like, also if you do pairs, you could pretend that 1 person didn't pair up and then that they just died somewhere and you have no idea what happened, because, like, if no one saw where you guys went. So if you have 3s, then you at least have 2 witnesses of where you've been, right? So, like, as long as you're traveling in, like, 3s, then whoever tries to do another murder would, like, yeah. Like, to me, 3s seem like a little more safe. Because you'd have people watching each other and sort of mutually constraining each other, preventing each other from doing a murder. Like, now later on, when, like, again, it's like you can kill 2 people, then you need to be a little more careful. But, like, maybe at that point in time, it might be better to travel in, like, 4s or more, but yeah. First of all, I'd better check the Monokuma file to see exactly what's going on. The victim was Chihiro Fujisaki. The time of death is estimated to be around 2 a.m. The body was discovered in the girls' locker room on the 2nd floor of the school. The cause of death was a blow to the head with a blunt object. She was killed instantly. That's all it says. Well, it's not like there's any point in complaining about it. No matter what, I gotta do what I gotta do. The body was found here. It didn't say she was killed here, just saying. Hey, Makoto, do you have a second? Huh? Do you need something from me?
Naturally.
Of course, life without purpose is quite dull, you know? So what did you need? I'm going to let you cooperate with me during my investigation. Huh?
What?
I'm purchasing your talent. The same talent which allowed you to solve Tsuyaka's case. Solve? No, you seem to have some limited use, which is why I've chosen you. You have the honor of contributing to my investigation. So you're inviting me to come with you? You're doing it in the most arrogant way possible, though.
Let's go.
Now then, shall we get started? But We need to get moving. There's no time to be standing around. Ellipses. I don't really know what just happened, but it looks like I'll be working with Byakuya on this one. Okay, now we're gonna save, and also I just want to take a quick peek at something else. There's a thing that's been... never mind, I'll peek at it later. I really want to check the boys' locker room and potentially any other places for blood, because I don't know. Why do I want... I don't know. Bah. I can't... we have to check here first. But yeah, I don't know. It's like, is this the place of death? Is it really the place that people died? Or did it happen elsewhere? And then things were dragged over here. Also, like, why isn't, like, if the blood is all over here, then why isn't there, like, a trail of blood where this thing rolled over here? Or, like, a little pool underneath? I don't know. Am I crazy? I might be crazy. There's a dumbbell on the floor, and this is a blood stain. There's a blood stain on the dumbbell. The Monokuma's file said a blow to the head with a blunt object is what killed her. Does that mean the dumbbell was actually the murder weapon? I don't imagine it could have been anything else. Locker room dumbbell has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook. There's a fresh blood stain on the carpet. It must have been splattered with blood during the murder. But wait, hey, wait, wasn't this in the guys' bathroom? Why would this be in the girls' bathroom? Or like, why would this be in the girls' locker room? Because like, I understand why it would be in the guys' locker room, because guys, but like, why would this specifically be in the girls' locker room? This was in the guys' locker room, wasn't it? And this is the girls' locker. Okay, yeah, okay, well that confirms that. So I need to check the guys' locker room. Because this, I'm pretty damn sure we saw this in the guys' locker room. Have you ever been in the girls' locker room before this point? Why wouldn't it be there? Because why would girls put that up? I mean, okay, maybe I'm wrong, but like it seems particularly odd for a choice. Like this particular pose seems a little bit odd of a choice for a girl's locker room. Now, I could see like a hot man, I could also see a hot woman, but like this particular pose isn't what I would think of in a girl's locker room. Like, I don't think, like, even if you like girls, I feel like it would be a little bit less of a this type of sexy pose and more of a pose that you'd like admire their figure, admire their fitness, like female models, like female fitness models in the middle of exercising, not a gravure model, which is like the one that specifically sells sexiness. Like, I feel like what you would see more likely in a girl's locker room for this would be like a fitness model, a celebrity, someone who you're like, you look at that and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna work hard so I can be like her, not like this lady. Like, yeah, it more sensual. Like, this, also, like, I saw this in the, I saw this immediately in like the boys' locker room, which is why I was like, wait a second. Like, I mean, I need to check and see if that's still in the boys' locker room. If it's still in the boys' locker room, then okay, maybe I'm wrong, but like, it's weird to me because I was just sitting here, I was like, I remember this. Wait a second, it wasn't in this locker room though. Like, because I haven't been in this locker room. Like, but this was in the boys' locker room. Stop ranting and check what's in the boys' locker room already. I can't do that till I finish checking! I have to check the entire area. The poster's got some blood on it. It must have happened during the murder. Like, I cannot actually check that right now. I have to, like, leave. The word bloodlust is written on the wall in blood. That's the meaning behind it. Bloodlust. Okay. This was blessing. Okay, it must have happened in the moment of the murder. Wait, so the murderer has to be a guy. I can feel like, or no, not necessarily. It's a dead body. Chihira's dead body. But the more I look at it, the more strange it all seems. This must be Genocide Jack's handiwork. Well, but we're still not sure he did it. Is that what you want to say? I wonder about that. But then again, if it's the guy's bathroom, then how did they hit her with a dumbbell and then bring her over here? To the girls' locker room. I don't understand. Maybe I'm wrong. How did they get it into the girls' locker room then? maybe I'm wrong. How do you get into the girls' locker room? She took her time examining Chihiro's corpse. She poked and prodded, going over every inch of the lifeless body. You're a very strange woman, you know, being able to touch a dead body with absolutely no trouble. Ellipses. She seems to be concentrating pretty hard. It's like she can't even hear us. I use this locker room all the time. Now it's become the site of Chihiro's death. But why was she killed in the locker room? Actually, if you think about it, she could have been killed somewhere else, then carried here. She was very light, that is true. It wouldn't be hard for someone to carry her, but still. I think she came here on her own, by choice. What makes you say that? She'd been talking a lot lately about how she wanted to get stronger, so you're saying she came here to exercise? According to the Monokuma file, apparently she was killed around 2 in the morning. Would she really have been exercising that late? Hina or myself are usually in the locker room during the day, so she was probably avoiding it then. Avoiding it? Although we invited her to join us more than once, she never showed up. So I can only assume she was trying to avoid us. Instead, she came to exercise in the middle of the night? Perhaps, but it's difficult for me to imagine she would have come alone. She did want to start exercising, but she specifically mentioned she couldn't do it by herself. She needed support from others. So you think she could have come here in the middle of the night to train in secret, but that she would also have come with someone else. She also would have come with someone else. It's a possibility, I think. Sakura's account has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook. Wait, but what do you mean? Dude had a real complex about being weak. You heard Chihiro talk about it, right? I need to get stronger. Yeah, I do remember she said said that more than once. Sure did, which I guess explains the trip down here. But did she really need to get stronger that badly? You already mentioned it, but she was a girl after all. Most girls aren't all that strong. I don't know, man. Haven't really thought much about that stuff. The cause of Chihiro's complex, I can't help wondering what it might be. Mondo's account has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook. And I believe it's about time for us to move on. Huh. Already?
What?
New clues won't magically appear by standing around here. We need to check every aspect of this case. Here's the other thing too, is like that dumbbell looks heavy as hell, which requires a lot of strength to wield, which limits the choices as far as girls, well, like not necessarily, but it just, I don't know. It needs to be someone who's strong, but just because they don't look strong doesn't mean they aren't strong, so I don't know. Clues won't magically appear by standing around here. We check every aspect of this case, that's true, but if you're satisfied, let's hurry up and proceed. So pushy, I got caught with the wrong person this time. Alright, I want to check the boys' locker room. I need to see where that... So this is our next location, huh? This place is related to the investigation? Figure it out yourself, it's no fun if you don't, right? I need to check that, like the boys' locker room. That's not even the scene of crime, idiot. Here? Wait, are you saying it's here? Why do you mean it's not? Why can't I check here? Let me in, you fuck! Ah, fuck. Alright. Where do you want me to check next? There are a bunch of different full-related items on the shelf that have nothing to do with the case. Where the fuck do you want me to check then, dude? You could at least try and figure out where we should check without my help. Hold on, we still have more to check here. Okay, so he's saying there is something here. Maybe the gun was used to. No, impossible, that's true. Chihiro will be riddled with holes. A flotation donut. I don't think it's related to what happened with Chihiro. What am I supposed to check in here? This is one of the monitors Monokuma appears on now. No time to think about it. I don't understand what you want me to check. A surveillance camera, even as Chihiro was being murdered, I bet the mastermind was just sitting there watching. They know what happened and they're still forcing us to go through with this. What do you want me to do? Am I, like, that dumb? Why don't I understand? Where's... If I remember right, this card reader is meant to work with our handbooks, right? What? Do you have an issue with it? If so, you should take it up with Monokuma. He said that thing quickly and sharply clapped his hands together. You called for me? Has he become domesticated?
That's right.
Seems that Makoto has a question for you.
Need something?
Sure, what's up? Well, it's just about this card reader. Yep. The card reader has all been assigned to interface with each of your e-handbooks. You can only enter the locker room corresponding to the gender listed in your individual handbook. And it's impossible for 2 people in a row to go through while the door is unlocked, right? If there was some sort of erotic terrorist on the prowl... Okay. The stealing-mounted Gatling gun would initiate a Swiss cheese slaughter. And the school regulations prohibit anyone from lending someone else their handbook, correct?
Of course!
Correctly correct! So then, that means only girls can go to the girls' locker room, and only boys can go into the boys' locker room. In other words, Chihiro's body being found in the girls' locker room means, hey Makoto, I can see right through you. See right through me? Allow me to tell you what you're thinking. Since Chihiro was found in the girls' locker room, the killer must have been able to get in there too. As such, the killer must be one of the girls. Did I get it right? Good lord, you're simple. But am I wrong? You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been in front of you the entire time. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Only the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine. What is the difference in meaning here? What is the difference in meaning here? Also, hi, ICPT. What is the difference in meaning here? Loaning doesn't work, but borrowing does. AKA, you can steal somebody's handbook. I see. I would expect nothing less from the prodigal son of the noble Tagami family. So you managed to sniff out the loophole in the regulations. Knowing you, I would bet you created it on purpose, didn't you? To add a little more excitement to things. Yeah, you're treating me like a puny little appetizer instead of the main course that I am. Now then, since the dead can't actually talk, they're not people anymore. They're things. Get it? Got it? Good. Wait, hold on, you're saying that's a loophole, but in order to borrow something from someone, then that means someone would have to loan it, so, so sleepy. Just listening to you makes me want to pass out. Be more like Byakuya and get your poop together. Or else I'll charge you with criminal negligence. No more questions. Figure out the rest on your own damn self. Ellipses. Well, I know you're unfortunately lacking in mental faculties, so I'll fill you in myself. Let's head to the main hall. The main hall? That'll help you understand what's going on. Alright. But I'm gonna have to replay all of this again later. We came to the main hall. You know what? I'm gonna stop here because I'm going to have to replay all of this again later. I really wanted to go take a quick peek at like the boys' locker room, and I need to make a note of that. Check boys' locker room. Locker room for poster. No, I'm not gonna do a 5 AM stream because I have to get up for work tomorrow. I think. Yeah, I have to get up for work tomorrow. So, no. Quit your job. Time for 5 AM stream. Tomorrow's a holiday, though. No, tomorrow's not a holiday for me. I'll sub if you do. No. No thank you. But yeah, I have work tomorrow, so I'm gonna stop here because the investigation takes a very long time, and then if I do the investigation, I have to do the trial. If I'm like, no, we'll save this. I'll try to get all of this done, like investigation and trial done tomorrow, or Friday, okay? Every day's a holiday if you were late about, so, well, I still work, so unfortunate, but this is where we end today. Being responsible. Pah. Is this where you do like the Jake's Caesar Cup thing? But yes, I will see you all Friday. Thank you for hanging out. It's like 4 days from now, right? Alright. Thanks for hanging out, and see you later. And I'm gonna check my affiliate stuff and see if I can get that all set up too. But yeah. See you. No, I'm not a bro. Good night, rest well, and have a good day for anyone who is daytime for them. And yeah, see you in a few days.